What's good, everybody? Welcome to Observe Proceed, or welcome back, where I observe and proceed to react. And today we're headed straight to Chicago, so you know it's got to be good. You know, they're crazy out there. And, I was going to react to an LA police pursuit, but like I said in the other video, they're a dime a dozen, man. Unless something crazy happens, I'm not going to react to any more LA videos. So, I mean, right now I'm going around the country, and Chicago's got to be good. It's got to be good. Anyway, we're going to get into this, but first I'd like to thank everyone that's been liking and subscribing. And also, if you could give me a like and subscribe if you haven't, that would be great too. You don't have to, but that would be great. Anyway, let's get right into it.
Now let's check in with Mike Lorber in Sky 5. Apparently there is some police activity you want to tell us about, Mike? What's happening?
Marion, we have a high-speed, extremely dangerous pursuit here on the south side of Chicago that has been going on for the better part of an half hour. We are westbound on 63rd Street.
63rd!
Western Avenue.
If you know rap, you know about 63rd.
This is a Honda sedan that is wanted for
just saying.
robbery. They have put the alert out that the people inside are considered to be armed and dangerous. Pursuit started on the west side of Chicago, went all the way in town to the south side of the city. This vehicle has struck another vehicle at 47th and Lake Park.
Oh man, we missed that.
Wrong direction on Lakeshore Drive and other streets. It drove on the sidewalk in Bridgeport at 39th by the Dan Ryan, almost striking.
I almost ran that guy over.
Officer. This is a very, very dangerous situation. What you're seeing right now from this vehicle driving in the wrong side of traffic, it's been doing this over and over again. So it's 3rd Street. We are coming up, I want to say, on Western or California Avenue here. Let's say Kedzie, 63rd and Kedzie, heading southbound. Again, this pursuit's been going on about 40 or 50 minutes. It's been followed by the Chicago.
Has it? I don't see. That's what I was about to say. I don't see any police units on him at all. And that's a trend that I've been seeing with these liberal cities, where the police just back off because I guess there's a lot of traffic or something, and they just let him do what he wants. They're going to keep the aerial footage going, so then they pull up later. But at that point, anything could happen. They can get away. Anything can happen. But yeah.
Chicago police officers.
Liberal cities.
An alert was put out also. That's the Illinois State Police Emergency Response Network. Now heading towards the
looked like he kind of clipped that car,
but
but
here we are southbound on Kedzie,
really
about to approach 67th Street. And again, we see this over and over again. This vehicle has already caused one crash as it goes south right in the middle of Marquette Park at 67th and Kedzie. Vehicle's been driving at a high rate of speed. Initially, as I'm listening to the scanner. So initially this was just being pursued or followed by an aircraft, but once this vehicle drove so erratically, struck another vehicle, went up on the sidewalk and almost hit. We go west on 71st and Kedzie.
He went up on a sidewalk.
Vehicle. That's when Chicago police had decided
Hey, I wanted to see
themselves. And again, you've seen us do these pursuits before. Jack, our photographer, is following the vehicle, but behind that vehicle are Chicago police officers on a high rate of speed here. So behind the school here, 71st, I want to say about Homan, westbound 71st and Homan. We're now here in the city's south side again. This started on the west side of Chicago near Homan, all the way up by Division Street, went into the city, in on the Eisenhower, south on Lakeshore Drive. The vehicle actually drove in the wrong direction of Lakeshore Drive, struck another vehicle at 47th and Lake Park. Eventually made its way to Bridgeport.
Construction.
You'll see a video of all of this.
What was that?
Where it was on the sidewalk.
Did he hit that car?
Struck a Chicago police officer coming in the other direction. The vehicles exceeded 100 miles an hour. The Lake Park eventually made its way to Bridgeport.
Did he hit this car right here?
You'll see a video.
Oh! He took the side mirror off, bro. That thing went flying onto the construction guy.
Where it was on the sidewalk and almost struck a Chicago police
officer
coming in the other direction. The vehicle.
I hope that guy got uninsured motorist, because you're paying out of pocket for a side mirror. That sucks.
Let's pinpoint our location here.
Okay,
go ahead, Marion.
Now I'm just going to ask you to remind.
Hopefully he could connect it to this chase. He got the footage.
Protocols that the Chicago Police Department.
Where's he going?
Because we do see this every now and then. Looks like it went through a gate.
Oh, he took the whole gate. Now he's swerving. Yo, hold on, man. Hold on. That was funny. At this point, I thought he was gonna
calls that the
bust
Chicago
a
Police
turn
Department
right
has,
here.
because we do
Oh my,
see
huh?
this
And then-
every now and then. Looks like he
through the gate.
went through a gate.
Oh, that's
This
hilarious.
is a gate here. So
Where
we
is
are
that,
westbound at 71st Street. This kind of ends.
He probably
we're
stole
going
that
into
car.
An industrial area here. We're at about 71st Street. 71st. Hold on, I'm getting information. So 71st Street, we're just on the other side of Central Park, behind that industrial building there. A lot of police will be moving in. So again, I want to caution everybody in a large way.
Oh, look, they're running right here. They're
Again,
running.
We've been told over and over again how
See 'em.
dangerous this vehicle is. We're trying to keep track
Runners,
of it.
runners.
Right there.
Residential area. Now we've got people
And why-
running around.
Why can't the chopper go over there? Is there like another airplane or chopper in the area? There's no fly zone. Like, it's keeping away from there. I mean, we could have got a better view of where they're running if the chopper was there. And another thing, this is why I was talking about the backing off thing is bad, because now they got a head start. They can go hide. They can barricade themselves in someone's house, take hostages. People get hurt. It could take like days to find them. And all because you weren't there as officers behind them the whole time. Like, look at this.
And they're now
Not a unit in
Jump over
sight.
the fence here.
I only saw one person, Mike. If you saw more than one,
Yeah, there was three of them.
Three people.
Okay.
So,
This lady's kinda
we've got
blind.
3 people in the vehicle. We're off of Pulaski here. So we've got off of Pulaski. We're about a block east of Pulaski. We are at north of the bridge. So that brings us at about 71st Street. This pursuit's still going, though. Jack,
Not
I can
a
see the
unit in
pursuit's still
sight
going.
yet.
I don't see any police officers
Right.
or any cruisers at all.
They're running.
Police officers are, yeah, so
Coulda
we've
got 'em right
people
there.
Running, but while they're running,
There's
we've still
3 of them
got
too. They're all
people,
split up for
cars
sure.
coming in. So cars are coming in all kinds of directions. So let's pinpoint where we're at. This is an erratic situation here. We are near.
There's a undercover unit.
71st, 69th place.
Wonder why he pulled
69th
into that
place in
driveway.
The yard here. We're just west of Pulaski. Into the yards in 69th in Kedvale. 69th in Kedvale.
Okay, I can see that there look like the police officers may be circling that area. I've only seen one person, but I know there's 3 that you've talked about. But I've only seen.
All right,
one.
now they're all running
So
around.
there's 3 people running there.
Are they?
about
Do they
68th
got
in
somebody?
Kedvale.
They see somebody?
Marion, there are. Right. So behind this, and again, we always have to stay with the people being pursued. I'm not exaggerating here when there are 20 to 30 Chicago squads flying into the scene right now. So we're in the back of the
Yeah,
truck
I mean,
here.
they're gonna need the whole
About
department.
69th in Kedvale. 69th in Kedvale.
They're gonna need the whole department to lock that block down. This could take days, bro, to find everybody, and like to lock the whole perimeter so no one sneaks out.
And again,
And,
I want to warn everybody, this could be a dangerous
let's see if they get somebody
situation
right now.
where there could be shots fired. A lot going on, a lot of squads going in. We've got the people who are being pursued. They are being run after. 3 people they're after, running in different
Cul-de-sac.
directions. I just saw 2 of them run northbound behind a
Okay.
van, and a 3rd person run eastbound.
So the people that we
So
are
this
seeing
is
running
around-
are not police officers. These are the suspects who are fleeing, right? They're running. That's who we're looking at.
I
not
believe so,
pursuit.
yeah, I
Police
believe
in a
so.
Pursuit? Okay.
They have to have
It's
had
hard
one
to
of them
tell
to
Right.
all be
which van it's
running
for
right
because
here.
looks
At
like
least
those
one of them.
That could easily be an officer's uniform.
I'm pretty sure they all split up.
So right now, let's
Okay, so
also recap where you are real quick, because we're in a neighborhood. There are people.
Right, and then in the neighborhood, that's another thing I was gonna say right now. That what if it's like a neighbor or a resident of a house too? They're just walking around. Everyone seems to be wearing like a black coat out there. It's cold. It's Chicago. It's snowing, and you can mistake a neighbor or a resident for the suspect, or the suspect could just get away as a neighbor, barricade himself in a house where someone's not out or something. You know what I mean? And then get away. So like. Man, that's a tricky situation. They do need the whole department to lock this block down.
Home. There could be kids home. If they're homesick from school. Tell us exactly where you are, Mike.
Around 69th and Kedvale here. So this is a neighborhood on the south side, just west of this. And we saw this when the vehicle was going west, went right into those large train tracks. If you've ever driven over Pulaski or Cicero, you've got those large tracks. That's where it drove, went into an industrial area. Now you can see the police officers that I talked about. They're flying into the area.
So they didn't get
Below us
anybody.
here, flying at about 200 feet elevation is the Chicago police helicopter. They're looking for this people. This is a very residential area here.
Wait, look at this officer right here. He's looking through the trash. Bruh.
Closer together.
That would be the dumbest place to hide. It smells so bad in a trash bin like that, bro. Like,
so now we've got
ain't no way. The black one too, not even the blue one.
Dangerous situation for residents in this
crazy.
Around 69th and Kedvale.
Okay, 69th and Kedvale. Let's recap where this started. There was a robbery. Can you tell us where
robbery?
This
oh, okay,
happened
that makes
and
sense.
Why the police are so concerned that these people are particularly dangerous?
That's why they were so erratic.
One
It was a
person is in
robbery.
custody. I've just been told by the Chicago police helicopter.
Oh, they got
one person is in custody, and they are
Where?
looking for 2 other people.
Must have been that
Jack,
cul-de-sac.
If you can, and I know you need to stay widen out for just a little bit, for about 2 more seconds. So
Is that him right? Oh, he's right here.
Right? You've got
He's right here.
curved street. There's the Chicago
They're taking him to the car right there.
Talking about. And
But for some reason, the news zoomed out of it.
It comes around in a
right
little
there.
semicircle here by 69th and Kedvale. Couple blocks
wasn't the cul-de-sac
west
either.
Of Pulaski. A lot of places to hide here. A lot of close-knit homes here, garages. So this is a
this could
search
take all
for the
day,
Chicago
quite
Police
honestly.
Department. But we saw.
We'll see if they get
after
them all,
they
'cause the
bailed out
video's
vehicle, a few dozen officers.
35 minutes.
Keep,
We're gonna have to fast forward a bit.
Here. I'm going to listen for 1 second. So they're looking at 7024 Kedvale, northwest corner of the building now is where they're searching.
Okay.
1 person is in custody. They're searching for 2 more.
Okay.
Let's backtrack all of this really quickly. The pursuit started on the west side of Chicago here. We picked it up about Ferdinand and Kedzie. Vehicle went south on Sacramento, in on the Eisenhower, south on the Dan Ryan, south on Lakeshore Drive. At that point,
It's like he's talking to a resident right here who might have seen something.
That was wanted for armed robbery with 3 people inside was only being followed by the police helicopter. He got off at 47th Street on the south side, struck a vehicle at 47th and Lake Park, did a U-turn, went on Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
On the wrong
Struck a
direction
vehicle.
of Lakeshore Drive.
He did strike the side mirror, but
think
not
police consider
what
this
this
a
guy's
dangerous
talking about.
situation. They started pursuing from the ground as well. Went to 39th Street and 31st. There was a situation, you'll see a video that we got of this later, 39th and near Wallace, where the vehicle went in the wrong direction, drove on the sidewalk to evade Chicago police officers, almost struck another vehicle.
Wow.
That landed it out in the Dan Ryan, where it eventually exited here, went westbound into the neighborhood.
That's where we started watching.
Bailed here after it went through a fence at 71st Street, ended into a dead end west of Pulaski. 3 people got out. They were run around the neighborhood between 69th and 70th in Kedvale. 1 person in custody. 2 are still being looked for at a very close look neighborhood. So I'm told we have some video here. If we can show the video of the pursuit before.
Very impressive recapping. Here's
Oh,
look
okay.
at some of, now here's where
That's the sidewalk.
vehicle went on the sidewalk trying to get away from police.
Oh, look at this officer right here. What was that? Hold on. What was he? What is that?
Police sidewalk trying to.
The officer almost fell.
Impressive recapping. Here's another look at.
They thought they had him right there.
This vehicle went on the sidewalk.
Oh, he threw a
trying to get away
spike.
from police.
He threw a spike strip, missed horribly. That's crazy.
As you mentioned,
Missed
so we can
horribly,
see why
bro.
this
And he
is a
almost
huge
tripped himself.
concern. Along with hitting somebody at 47th and Lake Park, as you mentioned, and going the wrong way on Lakeshore Drive and the wrong way on several other streets. That
Wow, he
had
made him
cars
look
coming
stupid
at them
right
and
there. I'm not gonna
avoiding
lie.
them. So clearly a very, very dangerous situation. And you've already said that the people inside this vehicle and the rate of speed they were going, obviously very dangerous as well. These people are believed to be armed because you said that they've
Where did he crash into the
committed
guy?
an armed robbery
They didn't
and
show
they're
that.
running because of that. So this is a very difficult situation, and what I worry about now is what's happening in that neighborhood with 2 people at large, desperate, of course, because they have taken the police on this tremendous pursuit. You have to worry about the residents in that area.
Nah, the residents know the drill. It's Chicago.
It's just a very concerning.
They see all these
situation.
cops, they know the drill.
People are being pursued by police and in a neighborhood and believed to be armed and dangerous, Mike.
All of that is true, Mary, and that video really, yeah, you and I have these conversations a lot when we cover this pursuit. When do you pursue? When do you not pursue?
You always
That's
stay
a big
behind,
question,
bro.
and that
And this is
changes
why.
From city to city, from state to state.
Right.
Everybody has
Liberal
different
cities
protocols. Chicago
don't have
in
a good
general,
protocol, dog.
Their
They
protocol
don't.
is not to pursue it unless they absolutely have to. When
Why
they
not?
feel that it's a serious danger.
How is
to
this
the
not
area around.
serious?
Now, we just saw that video of what happened in Bridgeport at 39th Street. Vehicle does a U-turn, drives on the wrong side of the street. We also saw earlier 47th and Lake Park where this vehicle.
Where's the
struck
car,
another
by the
vehicle.
way?
And again, we had
Can
to
they
see
not
the
go,
pursuit.
like,
We don't
right
know
there
what
where
happened back
the
there,
cops
whether
are going
there
there, but
injuries involved. So there
can the
could be
chopper
more
not go there?
charges coming in this situation. Once that took place, once the accident happened near 40, but they are
Let's fast forward just a
looking for
little.
two more.
Neighborhood. Again, we're talking about 69th and Ked weapons, so to speak, as they try to lock yourself indoors. And at one time, Mike, we went. A police officer looks like they're climbing a fence or right near what looks like a garage or an outbuilding. It doesn't look like a house. So perhaps
Setting up a perimeter, you were mentioning that the police actually said the same thing. So they're trying to set up a search perimeter right now here. I imagine the eastern border of that would be Pulaski.
The
border might be
workers.
a couple blocks in Kedvale. Again,
And see, that's the
this
thing, like,
neighborhood, and we saw that
they could
again
just,
from
you
the
know,
south
blend in
to
with the
west,
workers
goes
or the
into that
residents.
large
Because everyone's wearing
tract,
hoodies.
the
It's
industrial
cold.
area here,
Most of them
that
black
runs
hoodies.
underneath the bridge. If you've ever
Like that guy that
south
went in his
side,
house
you know
right
this.
there.
If you've ever driven that bridge north on Pulaski, north on Cicero, when you're going
Man.
north of 79th Street to 71st Street, underneath that is all a large set of railroad and railroad
Let's go
yards.
a little
School,
forward.
a lot of people
Oh, they got the canine.
But this area
I was about to
in
say,
particular,
where's their
when you're
canine
talking
units?
about west of Pulaski here,
'Cause they
69th,
they could
70th,
just go
a
to
lot
the
of
car,
elderly residents, a lot
have
of
the dog
people
sniff the
who've
car,
lived here
and then
for
follow
long
a
periods of
scent.
time. So that could be a dangerous
could do that.
situation for them.
Yeah, no question about it. By the way, we
You had a
wanna
bunch of
mention we
dogs,
have
too.
reached
That- I
out to
just
the
seen
police
one.
department to see if there is any instruction for the people who live in that neighborhood. Do they want them to shelter in place?
They
What
know the
exactly
drill,
do
lady.
They feel is the safest action for their safety. We have not heard back just yet, but as soon as we do, I will let you know. But common sense would tell me that if I hear about this going on, I would want to find a safe place in my home, almost likening to a thunderstorm or something, somewhere where you will not be visible to anyone coming in or out.
Okay,
somewhere
okay.
yeah, we don't want people to let down their guards at this point.
Right. So we always say when things are dispatched that is a dispatch, right? That is something from the police. In this pursuit, where the people being pursued have not given up.
Right.
So I think that kind of.
They went past this building. We lost sight of them, or at least I did. You guys may have been able to see from your vantage point. But there's rail tracks, as you mentioned, on the other
Still
side. So they
recap
kind
here.
of got boxed in that area. And that is when they jumped out and got on foot. That the police gave you as well, Mike, that there were...
Went into that residential area, crashed through the gate at 71st and
Look, the
Pulaski,
canine
went
was right
westbound.
there.
I would say at least
Acting
in
like
this,
he found
let's call it
something.
Square area, 71st in the south, 67th Marquette in the north. About 2 or
One
3
canine,
blocks
by
to
the way. That's
Kedvale,
crazy.
and then to Pulaski.
You would think
There
they would
has
have
to
like a
be
whole unit out
30
there.
Chicago squads in this area that have been pouring in to try to help out with this. So yes, it's a dangerous situation for residents, but there is a massive police presence here. But a real difficult situation as far as getting somebody in custody. And we are told that one person is in custody at
Yeah, they
this
still only
time.
got one
But
guy.
as far as the 2 other people, you'll just hear reports. I just heard a report on the scanner. Hey, we've got a door open at such and such address, and they'll investigate that. They can hide under porches. Weather's a little warmer today, so people can survive outside a little longer than they may have been able to do a week ago. There's a lot going on in this neighborhood. I'm just looking. There's a mail truck doing deliveries. There are businesses.
Oh, yeah, hop in the
just
mail
south of
truck.
there. And then you've got residences all throughout here. This about a half-a-mile square area. Again, all of this.
Situation is that's, I believe, the wrong. Yes, it's the wrong side of the street, wherever they are.
Okay,
in
the
this
dog
moment,
right
they're on the
here
wrong
has a
side of the
lead,
street.
looks
Always
like.
a
He
very,
got a
very
scent.
dangerous situation.
Oh, that's
saw
the
them
crash.
right there. So
That's
this
the
must be
crash.
The crash that happened at 47th and Lake Park that Mike was talking about.
That wasn't that
earlier.
bad.
They
Hold
did
on, let me see that
U-turn
again.
on the wrong side of the street.
He
Always
tries
a
to bust a
very,
U,
very
and then he goes
dangerous
straight into that
situation.
van.
We saw them crash right there. So this must be the crash that happened at 47th and Lake Park that
That
Mike
was a
talking
crash.
about earlier. They did that U-turn.
That wasn't
At
that
one point,
bad,
They were
but
on Lakeshore
still, that's
Drive
messed up.
going the wrong direction. We have seen many accidents and reported many accidents of wrong-way drivers head-on colliding with others, and that is never a good thing to see. We've also seen them driving on sidewalks as they've tried to avoid the police. So this is a very
dog following the scent, or what's it doing? The dog looks lost.
Robbery. This was a pursuit following an armed robbery. So we know a couple of things. We know they really do want to get away.
Why wouldn't they want to get away?
We know that they were willing to use their vehicle
Obviously
as a weapon as they tried to evade police. So this is a situation that is extremely dangerous.
Oh look,
and
we could finally go in to see where the car went.
Watching on television that lives in that area.
Looks like they crashed.
Just to stay still.
So weird.
So Mike, are you on the other side?
They must have panicked, bro. Like, look at this. They crashed right into the wall right there. You saw them losing control after they hit the fence. They probably that's when they ran out.
Police, where they got out of the building. Is that the car that was being pursued?
Wipers are still on.
Yeah, let's show you where this ended now. So that's where the vehicle kind of crashed out. Jack, go wide a little bit.
Why couldn't they go there earlier?
Come out wider, and then wide enough so we can see.
Fly around there earlier.
71st and Pulaski, a little bit to the right. So
yeah, they came through the fence right here.
To the right there, that's where 71st dead ends, and that upper right-hand corner at 71st and Pulaski. The vehicle came from 71st all the way from pretty much the Dan Ryan. Probably didn't realize this was a dead end.
Right.
Went into this dead end street, came around to the back of this. What I'm going to assume is an abandoned industrial area. There is a strip
Looks
mall
like it.
at 71st and Pulaski, but here, behind this building, maybe it's not abandoned, but crashed and bailed there.
Right.
So, Jack, if you can go back to where the vehicle crashed.
So it's interesting because when they went through the gate, they clearly looked like they lost a little bit of control. They
really crashed.
High rate of speed. They turned behind this building where they are, where you see this right now. So clearly they did lose control and crashed into the building.
There's a pull down.
It wasn't like they stopped and jumped out. It looks like they crashed
Honda
and had
Civic.
to jump out. And then they would have had to go over some fences. Correct? If we could widen out a little bit and show sort of the path that they took once they got out of the vehicle.
Which everyone caught but you.
Go from this area.
The lady she only thought it was one person.
We'll go north here, so we go 71st, that's 70th, and then come on up.
And quite honestly, I'm wondering why they picked the neighborhood, because
so basically
behind it looks like there was a big like
270th
train railway station right behind them.
West of Pulaski, Kedvale is the street.
Let's see if they show it.
There was a little kind of semicircle that comes off.
Because it might have been a better place to run into. You know, you catch a train, hitch a ride.
Comes back around.
It's hard to search the train tracks.
Center and where the perimeter is being set up for the search.
When there's that many, trains moving
around.
around.
Canine getting out now, so we've got dogs now that are searching the area.
So there's more than one dog. Okay.
But again, you can't really see it because they're spread out so much. There have to be 20 to 30 police squads here. So
yeah, they need
they're
that.
all around the sidewalks, in between the houses.
This is where they hop the fence. They're trying to get the scent.
One of the huge priorities is to keep it pan wide for me one more time, Jack. So these railroad tracks are just southwest of here.
That's what I said. The railroad
situation you don't want. You don't want these people getting to the railroad tracks.
They should have done that.
Massive freight yard here that
Look
runs
at that.
basically about 7200 south, goes all the way west and east. So
they could have literally got away right here.
Make sure that
Look at that.
People that they're after, again, we're being told
could have got on a moving train. Look how they could have just hopped on, hitched a ride, gone.
Custody, but two more that they're looking for.
But they chose the neighborhood.
Things happen so quickly where we saw two go in one direction, one in the other. One person the police tell us was taken into custody, but two more are very.
And it's not like the police could even just pull up in the cars straight on the railroad. You know what I mean?
Anywhere between 69th and about
they would have had more time
west of Pulaski for about a
to get away.
Block stretch.
Okay, that makes total sense. Let's recap just a little bit here, Mike.
But of course, we're never dealing with the smartest individuals during these chases. It's all adrenaline.
Here because we want to definitely get back to this, but I know you want to do some gathering, and we want to get.
Let's fast forward a little.
Vale crashed into that building. 3 back yet. We did reach out to the police department to say, should the folks in this area shelter in place, to which they are armed, but we do know that they were armed. Anything else you want to wrap up that I may have missed in this recap that we want to let people know about?
I think that's all of it. And I would say, Jack, give me about 10 seconds of this close shot and then widen out for me. I would say that I believe that the police have this contained to this little...
It could take a whole day, bro. It could take a whole week, man. We are contained.
So if you widen
That's cool.
out here, we go all the way back to Pulaski. There are some grocery stores here. There are some strip malls. But I would say perhaps the reason the police have put this out is because they've got this maybe down to this one little block here where are we at here? 69th Street kind of dead ends to the west, and then to the south, Kedvale dead ends at 70th, right by where that vehicle crashed. So we're in a very small area here, but even though you would think it's such a small area and there's so many officers, we talked over and over how close the homes are together here, how many situation than what we've seen already.
No question about it. This is a difficult situation. Bring people the information they need to know.
Are they going to get them or what?
Cordoning off, putting a perimeter, if you will, around the area of 69th and 70th and Kedvale. In that area, lots of homes, lots of garages. So please, anyone in that area, do be very, very careful. I'm Marion Brooks. We're going to leave you right now. We'll get back to you. Wait a minute. We see
right when she was about to leave, looks like they found somebody.
In a situation like this, my experience has shown me, watch the demeanor of the first responders. Anytime there is any action outside of what may be calm or a norm, if you will, pay attention, because when that happens,
they definitely got
there's
somebody.
activity. We see cars now moving into a specific region, police officers running. Jack, great job following what seems to be happening.
We've got
here
another
right
person
now.
in custody.
Another
We've got
person
one
in
more person
custody.
in
excuse me.
That is good news.
Right.
That is some
We're
good
trying to find
news.
that, yeah. So I just heard the police, again, I want to say this is a dispatch, but you know, this kind of matches up with what we're seeing.
Who's this?
They said the police had somebody else at gunpoint, and they just dispatched that they have a second person.
Yeah,
detained.
looks like they got
So
someone
there's a
right
second
here.
person in custody. Based
So
on
he
what we're
looks
hearing
like he's
on the
wearing
scanner.
a ski mask. That's gotta be him.
Second person in custody.
Okay, second person in custody.
No, he's in the front.
Helicopter had told us that
They
as
got
well.
him right
So
here.
according to the
They
police
got him in the
helicopter,
driveway.
Dispatch, there is a second person in custody.
Okay, we see what looks like a police officer there looking over a fence. We can see some other officers. You can see that's an above ground pool there. And we can see some other officers in the backyard of this particular home. That street is what, 70th Street right there, Mike?
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
It's basically a little area, 69th to 70th, and Kedvale to about a block east of there towards Pulaski. It's a little kind of a semicircle area that they kind of, that's their perimeter. That's where they're kind of
Yeah, see, he's right here. I told him.
Remember a while
There's that
ago
person
when
in
this
custody,
ended,
Mike. There's the person that they're bringing into custody right there.
Got a
we
shiesty
saw
on him.
two people run one way and one person run a
So there's still one guy out there.
person that they were
And the
after
video
in
is about to
direction.
end, so-
that person was taken into custody. I
Wonder if they
believe
got
this
him.
would be one of the two people that ran in the opposite direction, so they're still looking for one.
Okay, they're still looking for one more person, but that is good news because that's one less person to have to think about. I can see that person looks like they have on ski masks or no, it looks like a hoodie. It's a hoodie.
Young
Has
kid,
on,
man.
Of
course, so who else is gonna be doing this shit?
Of course, we're going to stay on top of this. Again, if you live in the area between 69th and 70th in Kedvale, please be cautious. Police are all over there anyway, but this may not be the time to go looking out your window at them. Mike Lorberg, keep us posted if we need to jump back on the air.
Why wouldn't you look out your window? You want to see what's going on.
Jack on the camera work, photographer, and also for the pilot. We're going to leave it right here for you. We'll bring it back.
They
to
probably
you if
snitched on
it
the last
becomes
guy,
necessary,
or
if we need
you
to
know, they
bring
caught
you
him
more specific
eventually.
information. And of course, we'll have a full wrap.
Might have not been that day,
including the
though.
crew down there on the scene to give us all the late details.
All right, let's see what the comments are saying. You think he playing GTA? Real life GTA. We seen it. We seen it before. I was listening to the scammers while you were talking. What? Oh, that's what that guy told the news lady. Chicago does not pursue because they might be Johnson's buddies. the mayor. Why didn't a chopper go behind an industrial building? Hey, that's what I was saying. It's probably there was other aircraft in the area. Probably didn't have the clearance. Yeah, that was probably it. Most action old Kmart has had since it closed. That was a Kmart? Man, I miss Kmart, quite honestly. Once they were out the car, canines were needed to follow the smell of fear. The canines were on lunchtime. Yeah, I was like, where are they at? This is why you keep your tank full. Them Hondas go for days. Oh, that's true. Hondas are good on gas. Brandon Johnson will say this was an isolated incident. Yeah, they're on the mayor's ass. News lady scared AF, talking about getting a bomb shelter, scary ass. The female commentator is not accurate. Oh my god. Who in the hell hired a news lady? Well, she's been on there for years. Like someone said, she's been reporting for 30 years and still knows nothing. Oh my god. Who is this lady? Yeah, they're on her. Yeah, most of these newscasters around the country are pretty bad. They gotta follow company protocol and yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'm still going around the country seeing how different police departments and different districts handle these police pursuits and whatnot, and how they handle suspects and stuff like that. So I don't know where I'll be next, but keep it locked, like and subscribe. Have a blessed day. I'm out.